Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever heard of ADHD? You might know that some kids have it, but did you know that adults can have ADHD too? That's right, it doesn't just go away when someone grows up. Today we're going to talk about what ADHD looks like in adults, how it affects them, and what can help them. So what is ADHD? ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder. That's a long name, but it basically means that a person's brain works a little differently when it comes to paying attention, staying organized, and controlling their impulses. Now, in kids, ADHD might look like not being able to sit still, or you daydream a lot, or you're talking non-stop. In adults, it can look a little different. They might have trouble focusing at work, they forget things a lot, and they feel super restless. So, how does it show up in adults? Doctors group ADHD symptoms into two main types. Number one, inattention, problems with attention. This means that it's really hard to focus and stay organized. Some examples are getting distracted easily, forgetting to finish important tasks, losing things all the time, like your keys or your phone, struggling to follow instructions, and finding it hard to plan things or stay organized. So that's all to do with attention. Now, the other aspect is hyperactivity and impulsivity. This is about you're super energetic on the inside, or you act before you think. For example, feeling like you always have to move or fidget, or talking a lot and interrupting people, or making quick decisions without thinking things through, or you find it hard to wait your turn, or you feel restless, like you just can't relax. For adults to be diagnosed with ADHD, they need to have at least 5 of these signs, and they must have had them since they were kids. So it's not something that just comes up as an adult. You would have known, or your parents would have known, that even as a kid, you had these symptoms, okay? Looking back, they can tell, oh yeah, you had these symptoms. So how does it affect you as an adult? Having ADHD can make everyday things extra hard. For example, at work, you might find that you have trouble staying focused, remembering tasks, or finishing projects on time. In relationships, you might forget things or interrupt people a lot, and that may make friends or your family feel upset. At home, you might struggle to keep things organized, you don't pay your bills on time, or you can't even manage your daily schedule. It's not because you don't care or you're not trying, it's just the way your brain works. However, there are other conditions that can look like ADHD. Sometimes ADHD can look like other issues like depression. You might feel really sad or not motivated to do much. Anxiety, you might worry too much about things. Addiction problems, you might struggle with bad habits like spending too much money or using alcohol or drugs. So that's why the doctor has to look carefully before diagnosing someone with ADHD. They need to really make sure that it's ADHD and not something else causing your symptoms. So how can adults with ADHD get help? The good news is that there are ways to make life easier with ADHD. So here are some of the ways. One is medication. Some adults take special medicines to help them focus better. These are called stimulants, and there are ones that are non-stimulants too. The other way we can help is through therapy. Talking to a doctor or a coach can help people with ADHD to learn like tricks to stay organized. For example, using routines and lists, you use sticky notes, you use reminders and schedules to help you keep track of important stuff. The other way of treating this is through exercise. Moving around helps the brain to stay focused and feel good. Background noise can also help some people with ADHD to focus better with music or white noise. ADHD doesn't mean that someone isn't smart or can't be successful. It just means that their brain works differently. With the right tools and support, adults with ADHD can do amazing things too. If you know someone with ADHD, please be patient and kind. They might just need a little extra help to stay on track. If you think you might have ADHD, talk to a doctor to learn more. So thanks for watching. I hope you follow this series. We have so many videos coming up on ADHD, so you can stay informed. Subscribe, and I'll see you in my very next video.